Brian McClave, along with the artist Gavin Peacock, I'm making some stereoscopic films, high definition 3D films around the East End of London. Prototype really of a stereoscopic time-lapse camera, because they don't exist. It's not something that's, to my knowledge, been particularly played with before. So Gavin and I, we've both got a history in 3D filmmaking, and we've both done a bit of time-lapse. I've done a lot of time-lapse. I run a time-lapse business called Spitalfields, and we film mainly large construction projects. And I've always wanted to combine these two technologies, this 3D technology with the time-lapse. And I don't know, we got talking to the East End Film Festival people, and this seemed like a very good way of developing this process and building a camera and seeing what can be done with it. From a technical point of view, the hurdles had been quite huge, because obviously everything's got to be synced up very perfectly, and I'm not an electronics engineer, so the kind of projects that I work on are usually within the art world, so they're very underfunded. There's no massive development budget for this kind of thing. But it was we basically figured out a cheap and cheerful way of doing it that was going to be robust enough to actually do this kind of project over a 12-hour period. So it was kind of the technology caught up with what we wanted to do basically, and it became easy enough to do it now. I mean, a driving force for a lot of the work that Gavin and I do is trying to see the world in new ways, in ways that haven't really been seen before. And with time-lapse, you're doing that straight away. You look at the world in a different time frame, so it's quite exhilarating to watch, because you see the world in a new way. And stereoscopic filming's like that in a way. You get this strange experience of the world that's a little bit like reality, but not quite like reality. The main experience of the filming has been getting really, really cold. It's a nice sunny day today, but actually when you sat still for 12 hours in winter, it's freezing cold. So that's my main experience, to be honest. What we're doing, we're building a 3D projection screen in Spitalfields Market in the last week of April, basically whilst the festival's on, the East End Film Festival. So members of the public will then, for free, be able to come up and be handed a pair of the 3D glasses and experience this new experience, and hopefully survive the ordeal.